Oh, I'm on fire. We on fire tonight. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace, peace, peace. Put my shit. Okay. Set divine intentions. May this message reach all divine souls around the world, globally, internationally, universally, everywhere. And so it is, and so be it. Give honor and gratitude to all the ancestors known and unknown. Ma'at, Nubis, Isis, Aset, Osiris, all the ancient ones, you know what I'm saying? I'm vibing. I actually took a walk and I realized how much clarity one can get when you're walking or removing yourself out of a place for a moment. And, you know, it's kind of chilly, but, you know, I was bundled up. Didn't really matter. Oh, man, let me tell you. Oh, I just wanted, this is for someone. And let you know, like, look, I appreciate everyone. Look, I send in love and light. I appreciate all you that, you know, that actually, you know, just, yeah, yeah. It's really like that right now. It's really like that. This is what Spirit said. It don't matter who watching right now. It don't matter. I don't care. The haters, the naysayers, the ones that drug your name through the mud, they use your name. No matter who it is, I appreciate you. Okay? I appreciate you for throwing my name. All that. Because that same dirt and everything, we use that as fertilizer. Okay. Okay. All that energy that people think they was sucking, you never know. We here now. The light is here. You know what I'm saying? No, but these are beautiful. There's so much aligned. I was getting so much like clarity and awareness just walking. And it's just, man, there's so many things in divine timing that will be revealed. So for the most part, just breathe, everyone. Just breathe and just know that everything is happening in divine order. And we're in a lot of cosmic energy. I just want to let you know you fucking magical. You magical. I mean, I don't care if they call you weird. They call you ugly. Whatever they call you, they talk about all what. But you magical, though. You mystical. You this creature. You whatever that. All these things. But guess what? But you untouchable. That's what people are truly hating right now about. Not you, but themselves. Spirit was like, why you don't like you? Why you don't love you? Let me turn this heat up. This thing. Why? Why it is that you don't love you? Why? Who before you showed you how not to love you? Did your mother really love you? Or was it you to realize how much your mother or father really disliked or never really liked themselves? For you to see it now. And then for you to see that in others. Only for you now to rise from those ashes like the phoenix that you are. And they're going to have to watch you. That's going to be a lot of people's judgment. Is that they don't realize that you were given something only to show them what they should have appreciated within themselves all along. Yeah, that gift that you were given and everyone spoke on it. people spoke about, oh, that won't get you anywhere, or why aren't you working for someone, and why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing this? Who are you to question the divine? Who are you to question me? Isn't everyone out here not seeking something? We must remember and know in these moments that the deeper and darker it gets, they're going to have to come to somebody. Everyone's looking for a solution, baby. Let me remind you. Everyone's looking for a solution. They're looking for a solution. Everyone has problems, but you know who the world is going to run to? They always run to the people with ideas, solutions on how to get through something. So don't ever, let me tell you, you stand your ass up. Now you walk in that truth and that authenticity. If you know you've been given something, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you, but you know you've been giving a gift to share. And that same gift is going to create a life of abundance. And abundance doesn't, not only, yes, a life of prosperity, abundance, and harmony and bliss, where though people will be able to see you like this, but they won't be able to touch you. They won't be able to get near you because they chose to stay in the dark, or they're blinded by your light. That's what Spirit was saying when I was walking. I kept hearing that song, blinded by the light. And that's what it is. Your light's so bright. People are like, shit. Like, whoa, who was this? And so they demons, whatever they're facing, can't help but just run and hide. Because have you noticed those that have so much to say and speak about people really know nothing about the story or the narrative? They're not supposed to write your story. You are rewriting your story. You are creating a blueprint for the generations to come and generations after and generations to come forth after and after and after that. Some things you have to know, it stops with you. It stops and ends with you. And so it's the fear, the world's been divided because it's the fear of the unknown. How is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? And the questioning is because of self-doubt. You're going to see those that are not led by spirit. They're led off of worldly things. And they're disconnected. And it's purposeful. And so, as there is the breeding of like the greed, I speak about like the greed. I was walking in spirit, was like, let's just say I'm walking through this neighborhood. I'm like, yo, there's so many houses, but where's the love? There's so many houses being built. Houses. Like Luther Vandross, a house is not a home. Yeah, I hope that's Luther. But I've always said that, home is where the heart is. And that truly means like wherever I go, my home is where I'm at. But I know that my truth or the love is in my heart. So wherever I go, that love goes with me. Wherever home or whatever establishment that I'm in. But I'm seeing how all of these houses, or they're not even villages. They're houses divided. And notice how this Man, okay. I gotta get deep, man, because this is what was given to me. Spirit was like, won't you observe and see what's going on and realize, like, that this humanity, it shouldn't have to take, well, it shouldn't have to take, but it's part of divine order of how this so-called, well, you know, it went from the corona to COVID, all these things for humanity to see how rotten and sick they already are with or without this virus or anything. Some people were already the virus before they even took a shot. And that being said, is that they have look at the world. Look at your world. You praise the people and glorify the people that are in these positions, and it's okay for people to freeze to death. Even if it has nothing to do with people being on drugs or anything. It's okay for mothers and people to be out on the street. It's okay for these things to be this way. And then this God that you serve, this God that all humanity, which in reality, these people have a God, a word, something that's man-made. You've created you've idolized these things, these tangible things. Spirit was like, now we're going to show you all these things that have been given. And you don't realize that these things were given and created for that purpose. There's no difference in people losing themselves in the idea of what love is. In humanity, y'all have no idea what love or what that frequency is truly is. Humanity will be lost. You spat in the face of those that are anointed, those that were given gifts to keep this world afloat, to keep this world in balance and, to usher in this light. And you spat in the face of the people that once kept this so-called economic system or whatever it is afloat. You spit in the face of these people. You walk past these people every day. And your ego allows you to look as if they're the scum of the earth or below them. So you know what your judgment is? Now you have no system. You have nothing. Because your greed and your ego has led you to your own destruction. And remember, y'all have to, do you not realize what do you have without the people? It's not so much about a people, but when we see the certain people that have been devalued around the world for the world to see, and like a laughing stock, who do you have to go to? Where did we originally get all these ideas or these gifts and this innovation and all these things? Where did that originally come from? And so people are just, you're driven off of this ego and this greed. This idea of being liked and accepted. Idolizing these people in these places, these celebrities or these false leaders or whomever they are, and they don't care about you because everyone is going through something. as much as you're affected by this, they too get affected. I express to people all the time. I'm like, there's not a lot of people in those basketball stands and in those arenas and certain things or more. There's not everyone is hiring or looking for somebody to work. And yet people are really out here boasting and still pretending. I'd rather be authentic and real about what the fuck I'm experiencing, and knowing that my relying and doing the inner work, and knowing that the Creator, the Most High, that I'm relying on that, knowing that I'm surrendering to the flow and having gratitude in that. And so that gratitude would create more of the abundance and prosperity. Seeing my true value in honoring what I'm here to do and why I'm here to do it. What am I doing? Why am I here? And so now, like, you see, I'm like, this world was already in shambles before, or, anybody came to try to save it or help. And the very people that try to do that, you see, people have, you praise the dark, and then you praise the wicked and turn away from the righteous. So now you're not going to know the difference between what's right or wrong, or wrong or right, or in a sense of you honor the darkness as if it was a light, but not knowing there is no difference between the two, in a sense of people are just honoring the light as if there is no dark side to everything, or no polarity. And so it amazes me. Like, this is why I share why it's important for us as a people. Because some of us know the true ones that are here to help and guide humanity, that it's important for us to stay neutral and balanced, and to walk away from everything that no longer serves us. Because people, look, I'm telling you, the Creator's like, get out of the way. That's what's happening. Really, get out of the way. I have to say this, because as much as this is what is not being said to the world, which is actually what I speak about when I say the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And I'm not the only one that will speak on this and share this with you. Just imagine that how people of a darker shade has been treated. Now I want you to imagine that the roles have reversed now. The tables have turned. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. You know what some of a lot of people like greatest fear is? It's not so much of if a certain people are going to rise up. No, it's the world is returning to this origins of who was already here before anyone. And that's people of, the darker, melanin and the original people of the earth. This is what's not in your history books. And it's not to say that it's about a people living in superiority, or however you want to say it. It's like, that's that's what this karma really is all about. And it's not so much of just a race of people. It's so much of that's also a part of prophecy and what is unfolding before us. Imagine that. Well, it's not even just imagine that like some people are they're fed up, they're done. Like no people are not what's gonna happen is people is not gonna sit back and just allow a certain people to be, treated like this. They're gonna be men and, they're gonna, be like warriors and women as well. And as we honor and learn to honor the divine and masculine within us, we connect with those warriors and ancestors that came before us. And that means like not taking anyone's shit. And so this is the illusion around, you can see how the illusion of, this is a part of the connecting to the spiritual aspect. Is that when we reconnect with our ancestors, we learn that a part of the spirituality and spiritual teachings, they show us that death is just an illusion. So just imagine that all those ancestors that, they experience all those things, and you just think that they left the body, that was it. Okay, let me say it, spirit. Yes. So just imagine your ancestors returning with vengeance. It's like, you know how some people say, "Oh, this person killed somebody, did this, and something haunting them." It's like that. It's like as deep as like those storms and all those things that are connected to the earth. That's like not only chaos, but that's like vengeance. You see how people have been treated all these years, man? I mean, for so forth and so. Go look in the Bible. I don't know verse for verse, but it's written and it's prophesied in a lot of work in Bibles and stuff. Our people were in this. It's like an imprisonment spiritually. And therefore, it was a physical imprisonment as well. That's why some people don't get to the depth of like why a certain people have had to experience this. And there are brothers I know that they really go into the depth about it. You know how they speak about the Israelites, the Hebrews. It's like all the stuff you learn, you're going to realize who the true Hebrews, Jews, or all these tribes that they speak about. Now, this same thing people call upon, this, it's like, man has taken everything that y'all was supposed to be learning about who y'all spiritual, who you are spiritually, and yet you haven't questioned anything. When you know that you're just more than just this physical body. So it's not, man. I don't think y'all know the depths of like what a lot of our ancestors went through. And see, the ignorance is that it's how it's being ignored, or just it's like it's just not okay. So when I speak about how when we're going through things and then we are faced with, certain experiences in life, it's prophesied. Our people have come out of that. That curse, that and all these things that you speak of, those things have been lifted. It's no more. That's why this world is being turned upside down. If you look at the world in its original was dark. And I mean like dark, shady people. And people know this in history. Oh, they came and wiped out the Indian. Oh, they came and da da da. But you didn't wipe out everyone. It's not possible. And so what's happening is that the world is becoming darker. Not only in the sense, it's like people from different cultures. People moving everywhere and they're connecting with people. We're everywhere around the world. People of, indigenous or or indigenous descents or everywhere. People are just melanin or everywhere around the world. So it doesn't matter how lighter you are. In order for a human race to survive, you're gonna have to migrate or co-create with somebody. So being that the original or origins of the earth are people of darker shades, the world naturally is going to return to that. So it's not so much the fear of, that's really, these are books on this, like, is it the Pale Horse? It's a lot of stuff. It's so much stuff on here. I didn't really want to talk about this, but it's really like Spirit's like, no, you need to get this out because there is no fear unless it's created in the mind. And see, this is how the programming has been. Nobody really has power here. That's the illusion. The power of what? Through trying to control the whole economic system. When these people know, like, this stuff that's happening in Europe with the Queen and all this shit, is because they know their reign is over. It's done. And so emerging from the earth now is the truth. They've hidden so much shit in these museums and these castles and all these places. Man was created for this purpose, so that this divine order and divine will now can come. And so now we can see that it's not so much we're trying to dig up the history, because that's his story, not ours. But you still cannot destroy or wipe out the original people of the planet. It's not possible. But when you look at all those artifacts, I be telling people, y'all better go, look, this is what's really going to drive people, over the edge when they gotta, y'all gonna accept the fact that this world is changing. And it's not who you thought was in power. There is a cosmic order. Not this what you see here. There is a higher power. And so that being said, you go look at the origins of Europa, not Europe, or the origins of all these countries around the world. You're going to see symbolism. You're going to see when you learn the true stories about like what these people, Hitler and all these people, they knew who the original Jews were. It's so much. When people start learning why people come to this land and, it ain't just for the land. Our people honor the land, man. They honor this stuff. They knew it was all these minerals and all this stuff here before anybody invaded this place or even came here. It's so much into depth. Now you're gonna realize all this school and this university or whatever it is, all these things were taken from other people. Who you think gave man money? Who do you think gave people these ideas to build these certain things? Y'all got to go deeper. Who gave this person this? Who gave this person this? How did this come to be? There's pyramids all through this land. Oh, you got to go to Africa. There's pyramids I've stood on. There's places, ancient burial sites here, sacred places here. There's so much here. This is why the whole system of, like, again, these people are in places, they're not there to help free you. These celebrities or leaders, they don't want you to know the depths of what's really going on. And nothing here is yours. Nothing here is anyone's. You're here to help and to being a catalyst for Mother Gaia's ascension, to help free not only yourself but to help others. Come on, man, and have fun. Stand in the vibration of, you know, higher, like, come on, frequencies. And knowing that you're supposed to be removing yourself and you know, in divine will, and things gonna happen, and knowing like it doesn't always, you know, getting out of the idea of money and having this and having that. No, in these moments, man, certain stuff gonna happen around the world. Money is gonna be the last thing on your mind. You think money is on people's mind when them tornadoes or certain natural disasters happen? It's deeper, man. Those that know, that are in tune, know that, like, our ancestors do not play. Touch not my anointed ones. Do them no harm. That's what Spirit kept saying when I was walking. It's like the same people that y'all sit there and look and frown upon and laugh, that was your test. You were deciding your fate. Now you want to go help people now? I mean, a lot of these books or whatever it is were given to people. Like, the knowledge had to come from somewhere. Everyone ain't reading like the same book, but a lot of us have. Everybody don't rely on books. A lot of us rely on certain people. Look at meditation or certain things that's given to them through channeling, through, you know, whatever they do, whatever outlet they do. There's no judgment on where people are and how they're doing it, but they're falling from grace right now. Everyone is being judged. It has nothing to do with how no one feels. You know, when you go to the courthouse and you see that lady up there with those scales, yeah, but she has a blindfold. Because divine justice has no, it really has, I don't know how to say it. Because people know who they are and what they know they could have done in those moments. But again, people have allowed their ego and their pride, and pride comes before the fall. It's like a fall from grace. So the Spirit kept showing me people getting knocked out of their seats or knocked out of these places where they assumed they were going to be forever. No, it doesn't. See, a lot of us are here. We are the judgment. Truthfully, we are the divine justice and judgment for people, for our families, for a lot of these people that are out here. We are that for them. So it's just as much as you want them to be for you, they're not. Because some people are just as much as they want to be of the darkness. They want to stay there. And just as much as they feel that they can do you harm, no. They know they cannot now. But some of them now, they're going to admire you. They're going to love on you. But let me express to y'all, man. That same energy people put out during these moments, humanity and all these things, that same energy, everything is energy and frequencies. The same energy people put out is returning to them. If you walk past the people, you treated the people like this, why wouldn't that return to them? How was that bad or negative? No, that's called divine justice. Do I like, you gotta ask yourself, I heard a sister say something like, was it Skip Marley? One of them brothers, he's like, if I'm bleeding, do I supposed to help you when you're bleeding? But the thing is that y'all learn through man to kick a man while he's down. To kick somebody while they're bleeding. Or not even help someone because of your pride. I don't care if you're a mother. The creator, the Most High, I don't care about that. These mothers that have done, these fathers, all these things, these systems that people have put all their energy towards, and then when there's no more, then what? What do you got then? You're going to see people in poverty. It's not for me to, no, that's just what it is. Because they didn't care about these people. It's more and more people. That's the reality of it. Everybody want to go to all these places and cities, but don't nobody want to sit there and take the pictures of the people on the street. Anybody that knows me know it makes no sense for people to be on the streets. Mothers, fathers, families, kids. Most importantly, the kids. Something happened to you, then what about these kids? Y'all gonna be judged. You keep thinking man gonna save you. Man can't do nothing. Man gonna take himself out. People gonna take themselves out. What they gonna do? You got all these neighborhoods or places, and they think they protecting themselves from something. Then what if it hit home to them? When they ain't got enough money to pay their bills, and then all of a sudden they out there running and on the street, and then trying to go beg or ask this person for something. But then y'all say y'all believe in this God or believe in this word, but you don't even abide by it. Y'all don't even live this shit. If you have something, your brother have, you share it. Or what all these 10 commandments y'all be talking about? Come on, man. Y'all not like that. And then you spiritualists and all these people, y'all not like that. Y'all getting judged too. These celebrities, these people ain't telling y'all what it is to love on y'allself. It's no judgment to them. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But they're not showing y'all how to be guided back to the light. And to accept your darkness and to make peace with these things and forgive yourself and love on yourself and nurture yourself. They're going to be coming to y'all. The ones that have done the inner work and know what it is to, to help and heal humanity. Only way someone don't receive this message is because they block it in themselves. They're blocked. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. These are just words, these are just expressions. Everyone is an expression of the Creator. Everybody don't judge somebody. These leaders, who are they? They being judged too. They know who we are. They know who you are. People in spirit know who you are. Those of you that have visions, there are people that come to you and that energy doesn't feel good. These are people that are spiritually trying to do something to keep you, it's spiritual attacks. Spirit want me to say that too. It's a lot of stuff. The family and stuff, they're going to call you crazy. Oh, this dude, da-da-da-da-da. But watch how the Most High, the Creator, is going to show them and elevate you in front of these people. They're going to apologize and come with all these offerings. No. They bit the hand that fed them. They don't even realize that in the word it says the meek or shall inherit the earth. I won't ever forget that when that brother shared that with me. Because I saw him as myself. He's like, I want you to go read this verse, Psalm, da-da-da-da-da. And when I read it, I'm like, wow, what he's saying is like, basically in these moments, those that know who they are, Those that are going to those, you'll know who the, you'll know who your soul is going to, you'll attract, your soul is going to attract people. You're going to realize that it's going to be for your divine protection. That's what people don't want to talk about. Y'all get caught up in all this stuff, like these people talking about, oh, this twin flame, oh, this, and this. Yeah, but they don't tell y'all attracting these people because there's going to be shit that's happening in this world, and a part of your growth is to keep a higher vibration in the light. Because some people want to do the opposite of that. That's why these connections are happening. Because some of us are going to be happening to help people around the world in these drastic times, in these dark moments. Some of us are going to just go on with our lives. And we have to just watch and observe. Because I'm telling you, the judgment is here. It's not personal. It's never personal. It's just vibrational. This is a world of distractions if you allow it to. This ain't nobody. This not my home. This ain't your home. This all temporary. You think y'all, and see, that's the people really fear the death. They think they're supposed to stay here. That's the illusion. They think they're supposed to stay here. They don't think that it's gonna happen to everyone. At a moment, everyone's gonna have to leave. So why would I sit here and get attached to all this material? Nothing here belongs to me. Nothing or no one. Ask yourself that. Get to that place. It's like you free yourself. You be at peace. You be like, you know what? This person's actions, what they do, nothing belongs to me here. And see, it's through, and see, that's the judgment the world is going through, is because it's through their own selfish attachments to whatever it is, it's causing their own suffering. Some people don't want to be free. They're never going to know what it is. Just as your money comes and goes. Just as your kids come into this world, they come and go. Just as you're going to come and go. Just as anything else is going to come and go. But what is your purpose? What are you going to do while you're here? What is your legacy? What is generational wealth to you? Is it just money? Or is it generational healing that you're sharing? What is it? What are you doing? Are you part of the problem, or are you part of the solution? Everyone's not supposed to respond when you want them to. People are going to do what they want to do. It's their free will. But really, does anyone have free will? Everyone's not going to go where you're going. This is a spiritual warfare. I keep telling y'all that, man. It's a spiritual warfare. It's all these things that this Bible or all these books that y'all read, it speaks about these things. Spiritual warfare. We're not just the only ones here. It's deeper than that. But what are you going to do while you're here? Use your imagination. Have fun. Create. Love. Love while you can. Let your love lead the way. Let your heart guide. Let your heart guide you. That's how you become untouchable in these moments. When you are sincere and you're coming from a place of divine love or just love, emitting love, that right there is going to protect you from any dark entities or anything that's been sent your way. Laughter, having fun, standing in innocence, through your heart space, staying centered. Because fear does not know what love is. It's like the opposite of the spectrum. Love is surrendering. Surrenderance. So that's my message, man. I don't know. I don't win. There's so much more. Just want to share this with y'all. Some shit I just got to get out just because. It makes sense to us, to me, But truthfully, man, like, what are y'all doing? What are we gonna do now? Stay in gratitude. Keep diving deep into yourself. Peace and love. Shalom. Greetings. You know what I'm saying? Love and light. You are your light in your darkness. And just know all things gonna be exposed. You can't hide. You gotta be willing to expose yourself. You know what's that? Like when people like take out their clothes and they expose, you gotta be willing to be naked in the spirit, not just the physical. That's a whole nother topic. You gotta be willing to expose yourself. So what when people try, who can come and try to expose you of what? This is gonna reveal who they are. Come on now. Just wanna have fun. That's it. I go do something.